Hello, I'd like to welcome all back to Heretic. I need to adjust because I just played Duke Nukem and the controls are noticeably different, I have to say. Actually, I might just be so sick from those bloody... There's painting going on, like really fresh painting. And it's seeping up here because I live in the highest portion of the building, so I'm essentially drowning in a gaseous form of paint vapors. And suffice it to say, my nostrils and cavities corresponding are not responding too well to this. And I essentially feel like I am sick. I might be sick, but I might not be. We're just gonna assume that I'm not sick, because I'm not freezing to death. If I'm freezing to death, I'm probably sick. Because, you know, typical problem. A typical problem with an actual fever is that you're feeling like you're basically freezing because your body is warmer and your nerves are warmer. So relatively speaking, the area is colder. The more you know. But, yeah, I just kind of I'm going to be snorting a lot because my nostrils, my cavities are basically full of shit. I seriously wonder. By the way, you have to shoot that. There's no indication that you can shoot things in this game like that. If they don't think they did that before, but there you go. Thought you had me, didn't you? You thought you had me. You thought you had me, but you didn't, because you're a chump. Because you're Chumps McChumperson. I am not Chumps McChumperson. I do know a chomper, but he's a chain chomp, and not a chump. You know, with an O instead of a U? They're different people with different skills. You should not get them confused. At this point, you're wondering, what's loot up there? I want that loot. It's fat. It's fat loot. Yeah, fat loot. Yeah. Got some sad news for you. This just came in. You're not picking up the loot. Or are you? Yeah, you are. Totally. Fajito Manito. Can't even crouch jump. That's neat. When you're used to this swift mechanism that this game has, like one click is one weapon, Duke Nukem 3D is kind of disappointing. We'll get a tome. I'm even using that weapon. I got this. In fact, if I turn on the tome, I'm basically home free. With all this experience of Duke Nukem 3D and all under my belt, I'm becoming a certified professional. So now that that's said and done, we've essentially cleared out this portion of the level. I forgot what the next portion is at. It's probably somewhere. I know we entered from the side. It might actually be over here. And I know it's an exceptionally long area, too. There you go. Ah. If it isn't my old friend, Tito Manito. Sorry, I'm just... My current phase is using the word neato. And if you've been watching me for at least a few hours, you probably know what my thing is. I enter phases in which my likings are completely shifted. It's a paradigm shift of unknown quantity. It's kind of weird. But hey! Oh yeah, we killed all these guys, because I was like, hey, I'm gonna be a smartass, and I'm gonna kill you before I enter the room! So I'm not even gonna... Actually, they do have the opportunity to attack you, so... They had a fair chance, they just wasted it. I gave you guys a shot, but you just wasted it, didn't you? I could use some new armor. Okay. Okay, now, remember when I said you want to save your nitroglycerin rings? This is why. You want to pull out a good weapon, just pull out any weapon. Any weapon will do. Come on, any weapon, there you go. This is a good weapon, I guess this weapon. You can use the actually, the Phoenix Rod might be a good opportunity, because, I think the Fire Mace will do just fine. Now this is lava. It hurts a lot to stand on the lava, like lava tends to do. Now I remember back in the day when it was like the cool thing to stand on lava. It's not so cool. It's not so cool. I remember there being an invincibility ring here, but apparently you only get one. Everybody gets one, kids. Everybody gets one. Oh, I'm full on the stuff. Could have told me. Could have fooled me. Yeah, I'm sorry if my nostrils bother you. Oh, there's another ring. Yeah, you get a replacement. That's nice enough, I guess. If my clogged nostrils are bothering you too much, I'm terribly sorry. I need this to be quality family entertainment with family values held in the highest regard. 'Cause you know what they say, if you don't talk about family in the Bible Belt, you're gonna get censored. Ah, America, land of disparity. And unfortunately, disparity also causes the exact opposite of freedom. Look at Britain! They're heavily protecting the Islamic rights by shitting on everyone else's. Mind you, they're not protecting the Islamic right, they're protecting the right of just the very vocal minority. They're basically protecting the people that are kind of just assholes in general. Kind of weird if you ask me. And I thought you're not supposed to negotiate with terrorists. Which is essentially any vocal minority is really just a bunch of terrorists. Because they are the vocal minority. On the internet, they're just assholes. But hey, who am I? I'm probably just saying things, and I'm probably making a lot of mistakes in my arguments. You might want to keep track of that. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you when I want. I'm not even gonna waste anything. I've got all the maneuvering space and reaction time I need. There you go. Clean headshot. I like those. But yeah, Britain fucking sucks. I have no idea what's wrong with Britain these days, but they need to polish up that ball of turd they call their legislation. A public porn filter? Do you really think that does anything? Like, I know you can turn it off by calling, but that is essentially what made Playboy such a big thing. Is you're basically reinstating a taboo that everyone in the world thinks you're not exactly about. But that's Britain. Also known as the island of Europe, or the opposite of continental Europe, which is good, because I like the... Actually, there's a whole thing going on with the French, too. Which is kind of silly. Britain is a fucking retarded country. I do like one thing, and that's that Germany is in charge of that bullshit. Like, Germany and France are like the powerhouses of politics in the European Union. If it was Britain and fucking France, we'd all be shit up. We'd all be dead in seconds. Because nothing would happen. Those assholes are basically... They're having such a feud that France has a law that states you cannot use any non-French words in your advertisements or official documents. You can't use the word weekend in a French commercial because France is afraid that it's not an international language. You know, France, if you want to be an international language, how about you invent the internet again? Or something alike. Give people a reason to learn English. How about you join up with America? They did a pretty damn good job getting everyone on English. Originally, you only had to learn, like, what was it? France and German here, because that's our big neighbor countries, and the fact that Belgium speaks French and Dutch and German. The reason we started learning English is because English started to become a big thing. Not just because of America. Well, actually, I think mostly because America was like, hey, we're gonna do you a big favor. We're gonna make sure those nasty Germans get the heck out of your country. And everyone's like, yay! We're free! How about we offer language services so you're a little bit more popular? France should have done that. Their resistance should have come over, then we probably all learn a bit. Well, actually, France held a massive influence. And I think they're just being arrogant snobs about it. France was a massive language back in the day, because France was the language of the upper class. If you were any part noble, you knew France inside out, and you spoke it with a golden accent. But then, when the French Revolution started to happen, everyone's like, whoa, we want to distance ourselves from the people who just got beheaded. And then, of course, came modernization, electronic communication and whatnot. The fact that the English, who invented a vast majority of communicative technologies, got to decide how things were called. Blah, 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 blah. French. I hate how those two terms are so close together. French started to become an unimportant language. And they were sad pandas about it. With good reason. Because if you're like the biggest language for a large period of time and you get fucked over, you're probably pissed. And there's also the fact that the French and the English hate each other because they're separated by a canal. I remember there just being disciples over here, but it seems they decided to change up the act. Thank you. Ah. Good old-fashioned Phoenix. Man, I love these Doomish games. These are fucking great. Now your map marks out that it's a strange little place out there. That's the exit, but we're still missing a secret and a kill. Now the kill you're missing is an iron lich. An iron tick. Great move, me. Hey, but I get full armor. That's great. That is nice. So yeah, you learned a little bit about the French language and why they're very, very sour people. They lost the language race. They were winning, and then... Oh! There's a fun thing about the decimal system. While I agree with the decimal system, I agree with one point that the decimal system makes. The decimal system, unlike the imperial system, is consistent. I would switch to duodecimal if that became the thing. I'd switch that because it's logical. You take a step of 10. Oh. No, this isn't the last level. I'm mistaken. If we switch to duodecimal, I'd be totally like, hey, that's cool, bro. That's okay with me. But the reason I like it's because every step is a step of 10. Is a step of adding another digit to it. You're adding another digit. That's the step of that's how the system works. That is everything that the decimal system is. But back when the decimal system was instated, they went to decimal days. Imagine a day with 10 hours. Imagine how clogged your work schedule would look. There were a lot of decimal systems they were trying to instate that I can say, without a doubt, were really fucking dumb. The French went all overboard with the system of decimals, and that didn't work. 24-hour days are much easier to separate. Imagine a duodecimal system. That means that a day is effectively 20. Sort of. Sort of. I sort of support the duodecimal system because it's a lot easier to divide in, and it just It sounds more pleasant. 12 is a pleasant number. Who doesn't like the number 12? Well, I guess it's dark o'clock, or it's one. No. Then it just, what would we even call that? 10? Because can we still use 10? No, we have to use dark and L. Because it's its own numericals. Damn it, man. I'm not too used to using other numerical systems. I struggle to understand the principles of the octanominal system, so yeah. Imagine me trying to understand anything. But I like the idea. So yeah, France is a bit of a silly country, filled with silly pants and silly jeans. Actually, I'm not even gonna let you guys have the opportunity to be an asshole. Boom. Ow! I need to stop blowing up my own face. Target face. Appropriateness 0. Lots of gargoyles. Man, you learn something about history. But truth be told, the fact that the British Parliament is so easy to please a bunch of idiots might be the fact that they are just idiots. If you've ever seen British politics, it is essentially a comedy with how these people manage things. That's not saying that the Dutch Parliament isn't something you can laugh your ass off at. I will confess that the Dutch system is a bit silly. Well, the people are silly. The system is alright, it works, to a degree. It tends to clog up, but at least nothing bad happens in the meanwhile. That having been said, there are very sour jokes being made that kind of just make you cringe. I'm gonna pull the plug! And she brings in a cord box and pulls a literal plug from its socket. And all the world cringed. Oh boy, was there cringing. I think there was even a debate about, can you make such a cheesy joke? But you know what they say, don't fix what isn't broken. And when your system's constantly clogged up with bullshit, you can't do dumb shit like give the terrorists what they want. You know? Give a vocal minority what you want, you're pissing off the silent majority. And then you're having trouble. You know what the resistances were? The people that were really upset with the Nazis? That were really upset at all the whole, hey, I'm gonna kill your friends just because they are certain kind of people? That's the silent majority, kind of getting really pissed off. The French had a really good resistance because they were very silent and very pissed off. And because they had experience. I wonder, were there people from the French Revolution still? No, I don't remember the generations. I couldn't, for the life of me, remember when those things took place. Oh yeah, we're supposed to go on this thing. And then all the Iron Lichers in the world decided to be an asshole, which is why I get this ring. Hey, Fajito Matito. I didn't agree to this! Fuck! This is ruining my attack plan. Whew. Well, I am quite shaken and quite stirred indeed. Now, the reason most people thought I hate French is because it's completely differently built. It's strange that we have to learn 3 other languages than just the Dutch, including Latin and Greek if you're going to the university. And, well, actually, if you don't do Greek and Latin, then it's really unbalanced, because France is the only language that is really weird if you're trying to learn it. It really depends. It's, you know, whatever. Don't you wear your pretty little face about it. I'll rub it in your nose. But yeah. I don't hate French people, or British people. Don't think that I'm going to judge people based on their nationality and or religion. That having been said, no, I wouldn't. I couldn't. That'd be mean. If someone just came to me and say, "Hi, I'm a very, very extremist person. I mean, like, it kind of depends how much you're gonna rub it in my face. If you're gonna rub it in like one rubs in a sandwich, then probably not gonna be cool about this discussion, friend. I'm more than willing to be modest and coolio, bro, about things. But you gotta throw me a fish here. Man, this design's cramped. This whole level feels cramped. Aw, that's such a neat trick. So you're basically firing at one guy, and then some. Oh, you miss. Oh no, no, everyone else is pissed off at you. But you know what really matters? Not your opinion, but just that you're excellent to one another. It doesn't matter what their opinion is. As long as they're not hurting anyone, just leave them alone. That having been said, you should challenge other people's opinions because, you know, the mixing of ideas is what propagates good thoughts. And the internet is doing an excellent job of ruining that system. That elevator does not come down. You've essentially just broken the level. That is the only secret, and I think you unlock it by going to the exit, but... yeah. I just broke the level. But yeah, as much as I complain about France and English politics, if they're not gonna bother me with it, and I don't suffer any problems with it, I'm totally cool, yo. Yo, 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 bro. Flow, man. Yo. That's kind of weak. Oh, we haven't seen these guys in a while, have we? These guys, I think I'm gonna stop it off here. I'll see you guys on the next exciting episode of Heretic, where I'm gonna say yo 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 a lot whenever I try to say something that might offend people. Because while I am the person who says you should mix opinions and say mean things to people to inspire them to think about things, I also don't want to sound like a complete inconsiderate asshole, because that unfortunately kind of causes people to not listen to your opinions and ideas. Which is why charismatic people are fucking amazing. They can tell you that you're the fucking biggest idiot in the world, and you're like, you know what? I think he's right. He brings his opinions in a valid manner, and he also doesn't try to insult me. He just states the facts and wants me to think about them. How about you do that with your free time and see how far you'll get? You might just meet a president. Or you can just pay $50 to North Korea and meet their president. They need the money, so you might as well be a chum. I really want to see a video in which there is a Kickstarter to refund the stability of North Korea. Oh fuck, it's one of those guys. This is the best place to end the video.